Yeah, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news, APC plotting to hijack our structures, says Labour Party. The Labour Party LP has alleged a plot by the ruling All Progressive Congress APC to hijack its structures ahead of the 2027 general election. The party's interim national publicity secretary, Tony Akeni, said intelligence reaching the party shows that APC is repositioning its moves to infiltrate LP's ward, local government, state, zonal, and national congresses. Akeni said the ruling party aims to derail the opposition by securing the seat at its leadership table. He accused the APC of previously attempting to destabilize the LP through Julius Abure, the former national chairman of the party. Nigerians are also aware of what the current administration has turned out our institutions, such as the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) into, Akeni told this day. He cited alleged manipulations during the recent by-elections in the 16 states and in the ongoing voter registration exercise. Our nation cannot afford to have a repeat of the era where the American boxer Mike Tyson, the late pop star Michael Jackson, and Lionel Richie appear on our voters' register. He added. He said the conduct of INEC under his current leadership suggests that the commission is pandering to the ruling party. He can only pray that whosoever is coming into office after the tenure of the current INEC boss expires in November or December is not going to throw the confidence of Nigerians down the drain, he said. On the kind of candidate LP wants to see at the helm of INEC, Akeni said the individual must be fair-minded, God-fearing, incorruptible, and most of all, must possess all that it takes to tell the truth to power. Sometimes I find their political situation in Nigeria very interesting, especially when you begin to hear some rhetoric from the opposition. Then some questions will begin to come to mind. And someone is saying APC is plotting to hijack our structure, and you'll be wondering, APC in its own is a political party on its own. You who are in other parties, you are political parties on your own. You both went to an election and somehow APC became the winner. And now that APC is in power, its major or sole business is to now start infiltrating other political parties, trying to hijack them. Sometimes these things don't add up. But then, if you are not the one the shoe is pinching, it will be difficult for you to judge. And then looking at the statement being made by these people sometimes cause for concern. Either way, that sometimes on the one hand you'll be thinking, are they sleeping or what is going on? How can you say that your neighbor is coming to take over your house? What right does the neighbor has? Or do you give the neighbor an extra key? Or does it mean that the neighbor has a room within your apartment? Because some things will not be clear and they may not sound logical. And on the other hand, too, you may be looking at it from the point of view that the ruling party has an advantage because government agencies are under their beck and call, and because they are the one in power, they may want to exert that authority using what is called the federal might, and then they begin to use it to intimidate others. But then you still ask yourself a question. It is not politics time. Why would they concentrate on politics now rather than concentrate on administration? They are just halfway into their own tenure and they still have a lot to do to Nigerians. For example, some of the policies, implication of their economic decision are still biting hard on Nigerians. And among these, trying to solve the problem, they need a lot of work to be done, giving Nigerians low-hanging fruits which are not even forthcoming. And then they are, you now imagine that these people are less busy to a point that they have chance to infiltrate other political parties and to also want to hijack their political structures. Then you'll be wondering, does it really add up? But then, never say never in politics. Like they all have been crying maybe there is an iota of truth in what they are saying. If all of it might not be completely true, and you also know the response of Mr. President during Democracy Day when he was addressing the National Assembly. He categorically pinpointed that he is a Democrat and will never work to throw Nigeria into a one-party state. That is not possible. Neither will he influence the INEC, that's the Independent National Electoral Commission, or from performing its role of registering more political parties and making sure that election go the way they ought to go properly. And all these things he has said, but the opposition continue to speak otherwise. Their belief is that Mr. President, when it comes to this matter of democracy and election, he is brutal. He's not giving any room for anybody to operate. Well, that statement, of course, is normal, because how can you allow your opposition to have an advantage over you? You want to compete favorably, and you want to make sure that there is no opportunity for your competitor to outwit you, which is normal and expected in politics. And looking at it on the other angle, I think they don't need to be lazy, because some of the statements being made by them look like it's a lazy statement. They need to get up themselves and give the incumbent, the run for his own money, and let him continue to know and understand that opposition is right on ground gidigba in Nigeria, and their structure should be such that there will be no room for any fifth columnist to infiltrate them. So they should talk to each other and tell their members to, express their loyalty. They feel they can't be loyal even to the party, they are free to also resign and walk away, because what is much more important is Nigeria, and we should be able to give our best even to Nigeria. So what Mr. Akeni is saying as regards the activity of the ruling party is very grave, because he said intelligence reaching this party shows that APT is repositioning its mole to infiltrate LP wards, local government, state, zonal, and national congress. I think they too should be on the alert and make sure they block every hole in order to give Nigeria a robust opposition, and that they should be able to call, the bluff of the ruling party, such that come another election, the ruling party will know that the opposition in Nigeria is ready, irrespective of the purported schemes and behind the door, behind the scene activity that they are trying to put in place to derail even the other parties. So don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe even onto our channel. Thank you.